Modern military helicopters are known for their amazing firepower, night vision supremacy, enhanced survivability, and maneuverability. But how would they do against their counterpart of military helicopters of the past that don't carry as many weapons, less speed, range, and survivability? Will it take many old helis to destroy what technology has to offer nowadays? Or will modern helicopters show just how big the difference is? Today, we find out. In round 1, our participants voted to try one top-tier heli versus 5 low-tier helis, both using their full capabilities. In round 2, we see what a full room ratio of top-tier helis versus low-tier helis would look like depending on how round 1 goes, and in our last round to see how well all can do using only their guns. Participants that reserved spots for top-tier helis had to be experienced players, and some were even able to record their actual gameplay from their perspective that we'll see. Let's see how round 1 goes. Our first participant chose the AH-64D. It can hold its own against many enemy aircraft with the use of its effective air-to-air Stinger missile, which can obtain all aspects lock on almost any air target within 3 to 5 kilometers, or about 3 miles, even with propeller aircraft with a low heat signature, along with the 30mm autocannon, which will automatically aim with optical lock, so the pilots can aim accurately while taking evasive maneuvers. I picked a map with a lot of mountains and hills to allow each side to see how they would utilize them. In an open area at far range, the Apache would easily knock all 5 low-tier helis out with the use of its 8 Stinger missiles before the low-tier helis would have a chance to do anything. The best chance the low-tier helis will have is to use the mountains to their advantage and get as close as they can before the Apache can lock onto them. Low-tier helis getting a visual on the Apache first. That's 1 down and 4 more to go, while the first one killed marks on the map where the Apache was seen to help their team. Very sneaky with one coming up right from behind. That's 2 down. Things are looking good for the Apache so far. Will the other 3 be any trouble at all? Taking its first hits. Wow, and the Apache was able to kill 3 low-tier helis before itself was destroyed. Well played. If any Apache pilots are watching this, you'll have to let me know in the comments below your thoughts on that first round. After seeing how round 1 went, our participants voted to try 11 top-tier helicopters versus 43 low-tier helis to see how well they could do. Let's see how this round turns out. Low-tier helis starting out, with all seeming to be keeping it close to the mountains, while the top-tier helis seem to be flying high up to try and get a visual on where they might be coming from. Each missile from the top-tier heli seemed to take a while before it reached a target to destroy it. I shortened the clips where each heli fired a missile due to how long it took. But with the time spent guiding the missiles, it could potentially buy the low-tier helis the time they need to get close. Two and a half minutes in, with already 8 of the low-tier helis down, and so far none of the top-tier ones down. Some low-tier participants seeing their friends around them drop like flies. Many low-tier helis seen engaging from close distances. Three minutes and 10 seconds in with 27 low-tier helis killed and 3 top-tier helis already destroyed. In the spectator mode view, we can easily see where the low-tier helis are marked, but in the player's view, they don't see that, making it harder for the top-tier players experiencing this. Low-tier AH-1G is by no means the most survivable helicopter, with relatively weak armor just enough to cover the pilots and fuel tanks that are prone to catching on fire. With 14 low tier left and 4 of the 11 top tiers helis down. With the ratio of 4 to 1 and 8 top tiers still alive so far, with most of the destruction happening in 3 minutes from the time the first engagement started, I believe this has shown well so far the gap between top tier and low tier. 10 low tier helis left with the rest of the top tiers hunting them down. Can the low tiers take one more out before the round ends? 7 top tier left. Even though it was counted as a death, this low tier kept getting hit and had to make sure he was dead. We also had limited ammo on, so the helis had to be particular with their shots. Anti-air at the low tier spawn trying to get any hits, but no luck. Last low tier left. Finishing the round with all low tier helis destroyed and 7 of the 11 top tier helis survived. We now go into our final round where both sides could only use their guns unless there was a low tier heli that didn't have any guns, then they were allowed to use their missiles. Our participants thought 8 top tier helis might be balanced against 18. Who will win this final round? top tier respawned, but the low tiers showed no mercy. With all top tiers destroyed and 8 low tiers left, the low tiers won the final round. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and thank you to all those that helped. You all stay cool and keep flying.